Hey, what's going on, guys? Wasted Pixels here, and welcome to my 500 subscriber special video. Sorry for the late response on this, but I've been kind of busy, sick, whatever you want to say. Excuses. Anyway, on with the comments here. I actually got quite a few good comments. Some of them were kind of weird, but I'll probably skip the inappropriate ones just because, you know, I don't know. I just want to. But first comment, anyway, what do you use to record? Who is your favorite subscriber? And can you add me on Xbox Live? Okay, this is from Finnish Troll XD, by the way. Okay, first, I guess this is kind of a three-part question. First part, what do I use to record? Depending on what you're talking about. Xbox, I use a Hutch HD PVR, pretty much a standard for anything, really. I know there's a lot of other capture cards coming out now. Back whenever I bought mine, it was really the only option unless you wanted to go Dazzle or something like that. So yeah, Hutch HD PVR costs about 200 bucks. I'm not sure if it still costs that much, but definitely a good product. I would recommend it. But then again, there are a lot of new HD capture cards coming out, like the Elgato. Roxio just came out with a new HD capture card that looks pretty good. Trying to think of others, but I can't. But yeah, those are options, so I'd look into all of that. Just, you know, do some research on YouTube, find some reviews, stuff like that, if you're looking for that. But yeah, that's what I use for Xbox or console. And for PC, I use DxTory. It's a program, costs about 30 bucks. It's really good. Most people use Fraps that I know, but I don't know, I've always preferred DxTory. I hear that it kind of requires a lot of processing power, so maybe if you have a lower end computer, you might want to go with something else. There's trials for all of these programs, so you can always try them out. Make sure they work with your computer and stuff like that. I've heard people complain of frame drop, stuff like that with DxTory, but I've never had any of those issues that haven't been resolved quickly. So I don't know. You'll have to do research on that. And can you add me on Xbox? Sure. I always add subscribers if they want to play. My gamer tag is the same as my YouTube name, just with a space in between the wasted and the iPixels. Yeah, I always add people, so if you want to shoot me a friend request, feel free to do that. My friend list isn't full. Once it's full, I'm not sure what I'm going to do. I might remove people I don't play with, or I'll find something to do, but yeah. And he also asked if I'll play COD 4 with him, and yeah, if I'm ever have some free time and I'm playing Xbox and I'm playing something other than Skyrim, sure, I'll play COD 4. Why not? COD 4 is a good game. Anyway, on to the next question. If you could have relations, I'm gonna censor this, if you could have relations with any girl in the world, who would it be and why? This is from the Gaming Monk 1. Okay, well, this is an easy answer. Jessica Alba. Why? She's super hot. That's the end of that question, I guess. There are a lot of hot chicks in the world, but Jessica Alba is definitely my favorite, so there you go. Okay, next question. Yo, why you so fly? Fatman13. I don't know why I'm so fly. Probably because I have wings. But seriously, 1v1 me Octagon. That's another part of his question, by the way. Sure, I'll 1v1 you in the Octagon if that's something you really are interested in. If for those of you who don't know, the Octagon is a custom game in Halo 3, or Reach, I guess, but mostly Halo 3. And it's essentially an octagon where you shoot each other in the face with snipers, and it's a good time. I definitely enjoy it. I'm sure he is just kidding about this because I've played him many times in the Octagon, and I don't ever think he's ever got enjoyment out of it. Anyway. Yes, Fatman, I accept your challenge, and I raise you a something, I don't know. Anyway, next question. What made you want to do YouTube? And this is from Ghost Sickness, a fellow Necessary Gaming director, so woohoo! I guess Fatman's Necessary Gaming too, but he's been my friend before that, so I don't know. Kind of just weird to call him that. Anyway, what made you want to do YouTube? Well, you see, back in my day, there's this young gentleman, probably not young, he's probably 20-something, named Hutch, and he made Call of Duty videos and posted them on the internet. And particularly COD 4, he was not a big fan of World at War. I'm just like doing his big long intro. But anyway, Hutch, I'm sure most of you who are watching this have heard of the man. He is a veteran of the YouTubes, and he's what made me want to get into YouTube, really. He posted videos of COD 4 back back whenever I was playing Halo, I never really knew about the whole YouTube thing. I got on here, watched some montages, thought they were awesome, and then I got into Call of Duty, and I sucked super bad at Call of Duty, like terrible, like 1 in 20 every game. Probably not that bad, but pretty bad. And so I was like, you know, how can I improve? So I went on YouTube, and of course at this time I thought, you know, montages were the only thing existed in the gameplay category. So I went to Call of Duty montages, seeing how other people were doing it, saw some Grizz, some Hutch, all that stuff, doing some crazy stuff with snipers and stuff like that, which is what started my sniping addiction in Call of Duty. For those of you who don't know, I did play Call of Duty a lot back in the day. I don't really post it that much anymore, but I did play it, and I did snipe quite often. In Modern Warfare 2, I had fall camo for the 50 cal and the intervention, both legit, and red tiger for the M40. Didn't really use the R700 because I didn't like it. But anyway, so yeah, Hutch is what made me start YouTube. I saw his commentaries of him like teaching people how to get better at the game, and I was like, you know, this is awesome. I want to do this. And so I went out. This was probably Modern Warfare 2 time. I went out and I bought this stuff, and I tried it. And first commentary I ever recorded, I still have it uploaded. I thought about deleting it, but you know, why would I do that? It's a Modern Warfare 2 game, and I am recording it with a Rock Band mic. So how far have we come? But yeah, it's terrible quality. If you want to go back and watch it, you can. It's god awful, and I wouldn't recommend it. And the mics I was using back then were definitely not good, to say the least. So yeah, that's what made me start YouTube, or want to do it. I drifted away from Call of Duty after Modern Warfare 2 because I kind of lost interest in the game. I still play it from time to time, but I didn't really, I don't know, I didn't want to be just another Call of Duty channel. So I drifted away when Skyrim came out, and I've been playing other games ever since. Okay, what inspired you to make YouTube videos? Eminem, not Vivo1. Okay, I feel like I've already answered this question, so repeat question. Oops. Yeah, Eminem, not Vivo1. Pretty much what I just said a second ago. It answers your question, hopefully. Okay, next question. If Weekend wasn't gay, what would the world be like? Well, I'll tell you, it would probably be a terrible place. Just gonna go off that, and that is by Shady Classic, who is a friend of mine in real life. In person, I guess. I don't know, this is kind of real life, but whatever. In the world where I can actually interact with him. Next question. I'm gonna skip that one because it's weird. What is your favorite game and why? This is by MARBL12345678990. Okay, 8, 9, 10, I don't know. Whatever. What is your favorite game and why? Well, why do you have such a weird name? So I'm going to ask you, sir. So if you're watching this, answer that for me. But what is your favorite game and why? Well, this is a hard one because I guess it kind of depends on the era. Because like my favorite like retro game would be Donkey Kong, but my favorite like next gen, new gen, current gen, whatever game, I would say Halo 3. Solely because I've played the game so many times and the multiplayer is just phenomenal. So yeah, I would go with Halo 3 because it's really what started my Xbox addiction, I guess you could call it, where all I wanted to do was, you know, play Xbox. And yeah. Next, oh, he has another part of the question. What are you going to be when you grow up? Well, you see, young sonny boy, I would like to be an astronaut. Okay. What are your goals for this channel? Any tips for new YouTubers? This is by Stevenopolis 1996. Okay, so goals for this channel. Have fun, I guess, would be the main goal. Just as long as I'm having fun, that's pretty successful. But if you're talking like subscriber view, that kind of goal, then I've already stated this once, but I want 1,000 subs. I'm halfway there, so that's pretty sweet. Yeah, that's what I want. And partnership would be cool. That's highly possible. So can't really talk about, well, I don't know if I can or not, but I'm not going to. Any tips for new YouTubers? If you're getting into this because you see all these bigger guys throwing their stacks like rappers and saying YouTube money, you're probably not gonna go far. I hate to break it to you, but yeah, there's this weird misconception that YouTube is gonna make you like rich and famous, and I'm I hate to break it to you, but unless you are extremely talented, probably not going to happen. And even those who are extremely talented, it's possible that they don't get to where they want to go. So yeah, if you're getting into YouTube with the, I mean, there's nothing bad about wanting a large fan base and wanting all this stuff and wanting to be in with the cool crowd of the big guys and the legends and all that, you know, like the Hutch and the C-Nanners and crap like that. There's nothing wrong with that, but just know, I would say the best tip I can give for people who want to start this is to have a realistic expectation of what is going to come of this, because if I started this with the expectation that in the first week I'm going to get 10,000 subscribers, I probably would have quit that next week, because I probably didn't get 3 subscribers in the first week. And, you know, I've been doing this for like 2 years now and have over, what, 300 videos maybe uploaded, and I'm at 500 subs. I mean, that's a great number, but it's definitely not like substantially huge, especially compared to some of the other guys out there. But yeah, I would say have a realistic expectation. You know, 6,000 views a video in the first week of starting up is probably not realistic. So if you're expecting that, then you're probably going to be sorely disappointed, and just make sure it's fun. Like, I don't know, don't go out and waste all your money on this equipment and then get bored of it in a week and end up selling it on eBay for less than what you paid for, or whatever you want to say. Just make sure you're having fun and try it out. Maybe buy some lower tier stuff to try it out, see if it's even something you like, see if talking into a mic is something you enjoy, because I'm going to be honest, it's kind of weird. The first time you do it, you're probably going to feel really awkward, so there's that. So yeah, that's pretty much the tips I can give you. And the last question, I tried to drag these questions out just because there's not like a super huge amount, not like millions. So anyway, last question is from Intense Hydra, and he said, when did you hear about NG and why did you decide to become a director? Okay, so I heard about Necessary Gaming. For those of you that don't know, it is a network similar to Machinima or Yoush or the Game Station, similar to those, except for way cooler. I'm not paid to say that. But I heard about it through this YouTuber named IR Ren Hoek. I think I'm saying that right. I don't know. Just Ren is usually what he goes by. But he is a YouTuber who was once a part of Necessary Gaming back in February when it launched. I believe February, maybe January. I don't remember. Anyway, it launched, and I'd never heard of it before, and then he posted a video, because I was subscribed to this guy because he posted Halo 3 videos, and I like Halo 3, so I was subscribed to him, watched a video. He said, hey, I'm a director for this now, and I was like, holy crap, that's awesome. There's a new network out. So I went and I talked to Alex. I emailed him and was like, hey, what do you got to be to become a director? Because at this time, they hadn't got the promo and everything out. They didn't have the whole director sign-up thingy-mabob that they have now, and like the website, it didn't exist. None of that was there. It was just this channel, and there was probably 3 videos up at the time. One was, I can't remember. I know one of them was Gears of War. I can't remember who posted. I want to say Darling Danny TV, but that's probably wrong. But anyway, there's only a few videos up, and I was like, oh my god, I gotta get a part of this. And so I emailed Alex, and turns out Alex is a fan of Let's Plays, so that was cool. And he said he liked my content and told me that I could become a director, so that's pretty much how that happened. I started posting. First video was a super terrible game of Modern Warfare 3 because I'm god-awful at that game. And I kind of regret posting that now, but at the time there was only like Call of Duty uploaded to the channel, so I was like, do I want to stray from this just yet? So I made my introduction, Call of Duty, just to make sure people watched it and knew what I was about, stuff like that. And then after that I went on and posted other random videos like Cabela's Dangerous Hunts, Battlefield, Donkey Kong, that kind of stuff. So that is how I heard about NG. It was actually pretty lucky, honestly, that I heard about it as fast as I did, because I just happened to be subscribed to someone who became a director for them. So yeah, that's how that happened. I didn't get like a message or anything asking me to come on, be a launching director or whatever. So I wasn't fortunate enough to do that, but I was lucky enough to get in pretty early, within the first month. So that is how that happened, and I decided to become a director because at the time I didn't really know anyone on YouTube, and I kind of wanted to branch out, get to know some people, maybe make some friends on here, you know, that kind of stuff, because really I only had a couple friends and they weren't really on YouTube. So wanted to try to branch out and have some people I could collab with, that kind of stuff, because there were a lot of co-op games out there that I wanted to play, and so I wanted to get into a community and that kind of stuff, which is kind of hard if you're starting out. You're kind of on your own for a while. So I wanted to do that, and then Necessarian was like, hey, I'm here, and, you know, join me, I'm a community. And so I was like, okay, why not? So that's pretty much how that started, and that is all the questions I have. So if you have any other questions that maybe you forgot to answer or just now thought of, feel free to post them in the comments. I will type out a response, not make another video like this until the next milestone, which I'm not sure if what I'm gonna do for 600, but who knows? Probably another one of these. This is okay. So if you have any more questions, yeah, like I said, ask them, and I have no idea what else to say. So thank you for watching, and I will see you later.